Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Myth of Empires. I actually just covered this recently, and we've got some news. Yeah, it is off of Steam right now. You can actually still play it if you own it, but it has been delisted for Steam regarding news, and I will link an article in the description. I know Kotaku was just covering this as well, Young A, etc. Yeah, I just kind of found out the news when I logged in, checked the store page, not there. Turns out, one of the developers used to work on Ark, and a lot of things that say it stole the source code, uh, as of course using many other assets, etc. So I can see a little bit of it. I mean, definitely there's comparisons, sure, but it goes far beyond comparisons. It looks like. So the game has been delisted for Steam. Kind of a no uh fault reply from the developers as well, saying there's nothing to, yeah, there's no way. I'm like, but Steam looked into it and delisted it, so there had to be more because Steam doesn't really care. If there was enough that they couldn't turn a blind eye, that's pretty bad. I'll actually play a little bit. But you kind of draw your own conclusions, because, I mean, I've been grabbing bushes and other stuff, etc. The assets. Yeah, I can definitely see it. And I kind of thought it did remind me of the animal taming and the other stuff. That did remind me a lot of Ark. I can also see the developer put a lot of their own work in too. Now that is in the trees. I've seen maybe they use the base of the source code and then they just kind of applied their own stuff to it. Still kind of wrong though. So I do have a feeling we're probably not going to see this one back in, because I don't know the developers over at Ark, and they do have their other game called Atlas. They're money hungry. They're not going to take a lying down. So I do feel like Myth of the Empire probably on the way out, which is sad though, because I was actually kind of just doing this a little bit on the side, enjoying it. We'll grab a couple of recipes while we're at it. Got this one above for our level. That's what we can grab. But you just notice here, there's a lot of stuff that is, I would say, very similar. We grabbed all that in there. We'll just go over the game and just different style, which is a bit of a shame because this game's had a lot of promise, I thought. The servers were always kind of banging. And I didn't pick up that one as well. Taming horses. Which, I mean, not taming dinosaurs, I reckon. And I kind of had things, I kind of felt it was more in the kin of, if anything, Conan. About all we can get at this level. Okay. Fair enough. And you get a lot of stuff kind of that like Conan as well, but I did a lot of things differently too. Though I definitely think this studio probably not going to compete against the lawyers that Ark has. They've got some money. They do have some money. I think there's enough that maybe if they did, I played this enough, I did notice a lot of similarities to Ark. A little bit some of the icons, assets, etc. But I don't think it's enough to be outright plagiarism. But if they found the source code in that, that's kind of the evidence. I think the game, I wish the game did have a chance, but better now. And also, Steam is not offering refunds on this one. So if you do try to get a refund for a game they delist on Steam, you will not get it. Which is kind of feel like that's a little weird. That they can take a game off Steam. I mean, you can still play it if you own it. But yeah. Because really, that could really kill the developers money income. So they won't be able to continue developing. There is that as well. It was a slower paced game. I think a little bit slower than Ark. But yeah, I found this one enjoyable. But yeah, now you can no longer get it on Steam. So just to let you know. So I will keep you apprised of the story. But yeah, it's a shame. I did like this one. But I think it might be dead in the water. Right, guys? Be sure to tune in for more news on Myth of the Empire and everything else I cover. I hope you guys have a great day. And I will catch you later.